Hello again, James Taylor here, author of Jazz and Improvised Piano, and in this video we're going to look at the chords for the section B of Having Met Miss Jones and also the final section. So let's have a little look at what's happening. At the end of section A now, there's a C minor 7 chord going to an F7 chord, which goes to the start of section B, which is a B flat major chord. So C minor 7 to F7 to B flat major. That might ring some bells. We covered it in Autumn Leaves. But also, if you go to the 251 video, this will explain that this is actually a 251 in B flat major. So we've got this thing that I call the thumb down trick that we're going to use here. So in terms of B flat major now, C is note 2, and chord 2 is actually a C minor chord. C minor 7 chord. If you want to look at the 251 video, please do at this point to make it all clear. So anyway, going straight to it, the C minor chord now, well, here's our C minor triad, which provides 1, 3 and a 5. If I find this in a 7, 9, 3, 5 voicing, well, 1, 3, 5, I've already got 3 and 5 at the top, so I just put 7 and 9 at the bottom. So the C I can replace with 7, which is 2 steps below it, and 9, which is 2 steps above it. So I'm keeping these two where they are and replacing the C with 7, 2 steps below it, and 9, 2 steps above it. And there's our C minor chord. And then for the F7 chord, all we've got to do is to move our thumb down. And this gives us an F7 chord in 3, 6, 7, 9 voicing. So this now leads on to the B flat major chord. The B flat major chord, we're going to voice 7, 9, 3, 5 again. Well, here's a B flat major triad. So we've got 3 and 5 at the top. If we're going to find a 7, 9, 3, 5, these two can stay at the top because they're the 3 and the 5. The B flat I'm going to replace with 7 and 9. Now the major 7 is actually only one step below the root there, which is the B flat. So one step below B flat is an A, but the 9, as always, is 2 steps above it. So it's 2 steps above the root. So those are the chords well, this is the B flat major chord we've got here. So the 3 chords of that twofold one are C minor, going to the F7, going to the B flat major. Now then, the next 3 chords are actually a 2-5-1 in G flat major. We've got an A flat minor 7 chord, going to a D flat 7 chord, going to a G flat major 7 chord. So the A flat minor 7 chord, again we find the A flat minor triad. Notice again it's 3 steps between the bottom 2 notes, 1, 2, 3, and 4 steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, between the top 2 notes. So that's our A flat minor triad. Again, we're going to replace the A flat with notes 2 steps each side. This is the triad, which is 1, 3, and 5. We got 3 and 5 at the top. The A flat we replace with notes 2 steps below it, which is our 7, and 2 steps above it, which is our 9. So that's our 7, 9, 3, 5. Again, just drop the thumb, and that gives us our D flat 7 chord. And then the G flat major chord. Well, here's a G flat major triad. Again, we've got 3 and 5 on top here. And the major 7 is down 1 step. The 9 is up 2 steps. So those 3 chords again. We've got the A flat minor 7 chord. Going to the D flat 7 chord, all we do is drop our thumb. Going to the G flat major 7 chord. Excuse me. Now then, the next 3 chords are actually a 2-5-1 in D. Now we're going to do something a little bit different here, okay? Because if we play down here, it's a bit low really, and if we play up here, it's a bit high. So what we're going to do is to use the alternative. The E chord, instead of voicing at 7, 9, 3, 5, I'm going to, there's our minor triad, 1, 3 and 5. If I put my thumb on the third, there's my fifth again, and that's 3 and 5. This time 3 and 5 are going to be at the bottom of the chord. And 7 and 9, 2 steps each side of the chord, are going to be at the top. Well, here's our upper E. We're going to go 2 steps below it, and 2 steps above it. Again, from the E there, 2 steps below the E is the 7, and 2 steps above the E is the 9. So there we got a 3, 5, 7, 9 for E minor. Now then, before, when we did the thumb down trick, what we actually did was we had this chord, and so it was this note here. So again here, this note is actually the 7th, and the 7th can fall down here to a C sharp, and that now gives us our A7 chord, voiced 7, 9, 3, 6. So the E minor chord, which is chord 2 in our D major, is this, 3, 5, 7, 9. And the chord 5 is this, for A. This is an A7 chord, 7, 9, 3, 6. Finally, the D major chord. Now then, here's a D major triad. And I'm going to voice this 3, 5, 7, 9. 3, 5, top 2 notes of the triad. From the D there, we can go down a single step to find the major 7. Again, major 7 is down a single step below the root. And the 9 is up 2 steps above it. So here is our 3, 5, 7, 9 for D major. And then after that, if you look, it goes back to the G flat major 2, 5, 1. You've got an A flat minor again, as before, and drop the thumb to get to the D flat 7 chord. And then you're on your G flat major. And then you got the 2, 5, 1 back into F. This time it's just a G minor chord. In fact, we did this in the first bit, but just to remind you. There's your G minor triad, 1, 3 and 5. Keep 3 and 5 there. Replace G with 7 and 9. 2 steps each side, 7 and 9. And again, drop your thumb to get to the C. And then we're back home and dry with the F major 7 chord. This is the F major 7 chord that we did in the first bit. There's your F major triad, 1, 3 and 5, just replacing the F with the major 7, which is 1 step below it, and the 9, which is 2 steps above it. So the chords for that middle section, going through them all again, from the end of the section A, you've got C minor for 1 bar, 2, 3, 4, and then you've got B flat major, 1, 2, 3, 4, then you've got the 2, 5, 1 into G flat major, and then you've got the 2, 4, 1 into D. Then you got the 2, 5, 1 into G flat again. Then 2, 5, 1 back into F. And that's the end of the section B. Right, there's quite a lot of information here, so I'm going to stop this video here and leave you to work with that. And section C I will deal with in a separate video shortly.